Reading from the Washington Monthly. I don't know about the source here. The author is Garrett Epps. I don't know who that is. We're reading about Project Veritas. We're already reading about a sketchy source. Getting ready to hear from James O'Keefe himself here in just a second. Are the courts getting ready to crack down on reporters? November 2nd, Project Veritas had sued the New York Times for defamation. In its complaint was based on a September 29th investigative story by reporter Maggie Astor, a September 30th follow-up by media reporter Tiffany Huff. The stories referred to a Veritas report accusing the campaign of Representative Ilhan Omar, a Democrat from Minnesota, of involvement in a supposed ballot harvesting scheme in Minneapolis's Somali American community. The Times quoted the conclusion of academics who studied the disinformation of false news that the report was probably part of a coordinated disinformation effort. Veritas said the Times' story was part of a conspiracy by the newspaper and a left-leaning group of academics and college students to discredit the Veritas report by falsely labeling it deceptive. The complaint demanded damages for Veritas' legal fees as well as punitive damages for the article. On November 18th, Veritas filed a motion with the New York State Court hearing the defamation suit. This motion concerned a different story dated November 11th. It quoted from a series of memos written by Veritas by its lawyer, Benjamin Barr, outlining ways that its investigators could use deceptive means and false identities to compromise federal employees without running afoul of federal law. Oh, so he's developed a way to get around the law, basically, after serving some time for tapping the phones. Senator Landrieu. We pass over for the moment the irony of a suit by Veritas, which proudly specializes in reporters who assume false identities, surreptitiously film their targets, and then edit the video to maximize the harm to those targets against the nation's top newspaper. It's a bit like a medical ethics complaint filed by Hannibal Lecter against Anthony Fauci. Right now, we should focus on the unprecedented breadth of Wood's order. It temporarily bars the Times from further disseminating or publishing any plaintiff Project Veritas' privileged materials. What is stunning is that the order then goes further. Wood orders that the Times take down material it had already posted, and further that the New York Times and its counsel shall cease further efforts to solicit or acquire other memos. Every prior restraint case I know of has concerned an order forbidding publication of information. The court ordering a news organization to stop reporting on a subject breaches new frontiers of judicial censorship. Making the order even more radical, the November 11th story was quoting memos prepared long before the Veritas lawsuit against the Times, meaning that the memos could in no way reveal Veritas' legal strategy in this particular case. Moreover, the memos were not obtained through court-ordered discovery. Instead, they were leaked by someone who had gotten them from the lawyers or Veritas itself. Leaks of this sort are common in coverage of controversial organizations like Veritas. There's no evidence that the Times itself committed any misconduct in obtaining them. Project Veritas is a fucking scam. All of them are scammers. I want to draw attention to this court case currently going on before we listen to James O'Keefe about propaganda. He was on the Tim Pool podcast last night, I believe.
So fascinating about that, though, is so we're at the post-millennial. We, I kind of think of us as the antidote to fear, right? We're not corporate. We're a small outlet. Andy and I run stories there all the time. And what's really interesting is that we're getting...
Oh, do they have Andy and Yo, too?
Activists who are saying that we
Andy
are aligned with specific interests. And
we're not. Total fascist.
Defending the big outlets, the big corporate media outlets that are aligned with specific interests. And here we are just like... covering news stories, covering what we think is interesting, trying to get the truth out there. And they attack us.
Libby Emmons.
For doing that.
Well, Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post.
This is O'Keefe.
And after Google and Facebook snatched up most of these advertising models.
Yeah, capitalism sucks, dude.
Everything's been consolidated. Newspapers are gone. Investigative journalism is gone. ABC News cut their whole investigative bureau. And Jeff Bezos, in an extraordinary admission of the power of narrative amplified through big tech, through his ownership, the Washington Post said, quote, on a Medium post, "My ownership of the Post is something I will be most proud of when I'm 90 and reviewing my life." Not his Dr. Evil rocket ship company. Not his Washington, not his Amazon company.
You hate capitalism, dude.
Post is his biggest achievement. And I found that really a amazing insight into the power of narrative. I think the Washington Post and the New York Times, I may be giving them too much credit, are more powerful than all three branches of government. Because government prefers them in their algorithms. Big tech doesn't do any journalism. They just prefer
No, they don't. No, they don't. The Daily Wire had more engagement than the New York Times, the Washington Post, who was the other outlet? There's like one other like major media outlet that was included in that. Had more engagement than all three of those major outlets combined. What is this dude talking about? No. It's part of his grift. You gotta make the New York Times is almost irrelevant at this point. Newspapers have been dying a slow and painful death for 30 fucking years in this country. So the idea that the New York Times is more powerful than government is just absurd. But that's part of this dude's grift. He's got to act like he's up against it's a David and Goliath thing, that he's the little guy. He's up against this fucking big, powerful fucking company. Bullshit.
What do you think?
Wait, did Bezos say that before he became?
Get off your cross, dude.
With his wiener rocket, he's
Yeah.
not proud of his wiener rocket.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
that's
although he was
surprising.
formulating that,
but just one.
How do you wear a shirt that says the media is a virus when you're part of the media, dude? How do you fucking do that? You're totally part of the media. Fucking Tim Pool probably got more views than CNN, MSNBC combined last night. Let's go find out, shall we? Got 1.29 million subscribers. Okay, there's only 37,000 watching like his live show right now. Okay, I guess he takes down the live stream and then
There's a viral clip going.
he's got a live stream on right now. Oh no, there it is. It got 500,000 views. The James O'Keefe, Andy Neo, and Libby Emmons, was that her name? Libby Emmons got 500,000 views. That might be comparable to what MSNBC had last night, honestly. What CNN had last night. They struggled to get about 1 million.